From the State University of New York at Cortland, head coach Joe Brown and student athletes Stephen Figueroa and Jeff Cooke. Coach, your opening remarks.
Thank you. I think a much better effort on our team's part today. We came out and played. I think part of that was the fact that we hadn't played in about 3.5 weeks, and we were in a good ball game against a very, very good baseball team last night in DePaul, and I thought they played great baseball, but we came out and competed and did what we were supposed to do.
Coach, like you said, that was a very emotional game last night. It ended late. You had an early turnaround this morning. What did you say to your team to make sure that there was no letdown entering this game, an elimination game?
It's a great question. I'm not sure if there's any magic words you say other than, this is just the time to compete. Don't look at the bracket. Don't look at anything. Just got one game tomorrow. And we have enough guys here that have played in postseason that understand. I think it's more about respecting the Cortland name on your jersey. We did.
Question for Stephen. Coming in this game, we were just talking about no home runs for the season. You go ahead and you hit 2 3-run homers. Yeah. What was your approach? And just take us through those at bats.
Honestly, it was just hit the ball hard. That's all I really wanted to do. Just get on base. As a leadoff guy, my job is to get on base, and I was fortunate enough to hit him over the fence. So.
Well, you guys had another lead late in the game. What was the mindset, knowing that what happened last night, to make sure that you guys were able to close it out today?
Well, we weren't worried about last night. We were worried about this game and just score runs, give Cook some room to work with, and just pound the runs and let the game play out.
Yeah.
I think to add to that, I think it was a young man on the mound, that really made the difference. And he hasn't pitched in a game since April 29th. And so to come out there and give us a complete game, but just compete. Honestly, probably got better, and I'll let Jeff comment on that as the game went on. Early in the game, he's probably overthrowing the fastball a little bit. So,
Jeff, you just want to elaborate on that? And as you said, you guys are pitchers of habit. You haven't been able to pitch in a while in that game situation. What did you do to stay on top of your game and shut down one of the top offenses in the country?
Like Coach said, I haven't thrown in a couple weeks, but sometimes it's a good thing. You're going through a whole 40-game season, and that 3 weeks could be a big thing. First couple innings, like Coach said, I was up in the zone a little bit, just a little rusty, I would say. Just feeling my way out, and then later in the innings, I just was throwing the ball down. They were rolling over.
Coach, year in and year out, you guys are always there, competing for a World Series. You lost the first game in the losers bracket. But how will the experience of this team help you guys to make it through in this tournament?
Each team is different. There's a lot of young men on this team that haven't played. We had a huge turnover from 15 to 16. Jeff had the ability to pitch against, again, one of the top hitting teams in the country last year in UW Lacrosse and beat them. So he was the right guy for this team. I think the experience will come from the schedule that we played throughout the season. I think if you go back and look, we played a lot of very, very good baseball teams on the road. Washington Lee, Randolph-Macon, Salisbury, Ferrum, Johns Hopkins. Those are all games we went and played on the road. And when you go to postseason, you're playing on the road. And it's not so much about what you can do at home, it's what you can do on the road. And so these guys are fine. We're going to compete. No guarantee you win, but we'll compete.
Jeff, how does the approach change in this? Once you enter the losers bracket, you came out and you gave your team a huge shot in the arm by going 9 innings. What's your mindset coming in? Are you looking to go the distance there, or are you just trying to give the team as long as you can?
I mean, you're not going to go into a game and expect to go a complete game, especially in a regional tournament where every team's good. You just got to go out there, give everything you can. Me being a senior, could be the last time I ever touched the mound, and that's a big thing that, how I wanted to end it. If this is the end, just throwing how I have, just competing.
Any other questions for coaches, student athletes? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.